So how often did you come here with your mom?
She'd bring us here at least once or twice a week.
This Crescent Township playground brings back memories of happier times for Eric Dixon. His mother, Karen, was a nurse. She went on to earn several degrees, began to teach nursing, and then got a great job at a healthcare company. But most of all, she loved being a mom.
And I know that she was just a beautiful, thoughtful, loving, super smart, and driven individual.
But then it all came to an end. He was only 10 years old in September of 1994. He remembers on a Thursday night he was outside painting a boxcar, waiting for his mom to get home from her business trip to Chicago.
I heard sirens, and then I heard like screams kind of coming out of the house.
Their home was near the crash site, and his mother was on U.S. Air Flight 427.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how to process it, you know. At 10 years old, I feel like it was just kind of like a dream, you know. Like, I don't think at 10 you can actually fathom somebody not coming home.
U.S. Air found Karen Dixon's wallet amongst the crash debris. Inside was her driver's license, some family photos, and her U.S. Air frequent flyer card. Eric's father, Dennis, did what he could to keep the family together.
I can remember him hugging us, you know, outside that night and telling us, you know, that everything was going to be all right. And, but I don't even think he knew
That it wasn't going to be all right.
Right, what was, you know, going to happen.
Dennis was struggling to cope with the loss of his wife of 18 years. He began to drink. In dealing with his own struggles and having to raise two young children, Dennis began to drink even more, and he couldn't stop. He just could not dull the pain. How was it watching your father have to deal with all of that?
Horrible. You know, it's just, you know, you see a guy that, you know, you look up to, he's your hero, you know, and to watch him break down, you know, in front of you, it's tough.
Even at 10?
Yeah, especially at 10, you know, because he's your rock, your mom's the glue, you know, and it's tough to see.
Dennis took Eric and his daughter Leah to the crash site to feel closer to the last place their mother was alive. Eric collected pieces of the plane he found on that Hopewell Township hillside.
There's some bolts. This looks like it'd be part of the side of the plane.
Numerous children suffered.
Dennis continued to struggle. Eric and Leah were having problems coping too. At 10, did you have any idea what the loss of your mother would mean for your family?
Not at all. I couldn't even imagine, you know, the domino effect that would have, you know.
A $2 million settlement came from U.S. Air, but Eric said the money just made things worse. As a teenager, Eric began taking drugs. Why did you turn to drugs?
Self-medicating, you know.
It just made you feel better.
Yeah, it was the opiate epidemic at the time. I tried an OxyContin, and it did its job. It killed the pain, both physically and emotionally, and it was just, to me at the time, it was the answer. I was like, if I take this, I'm numb, I don't feel anything, I actually feel good.
He overdosed a few times. He was finally sent to prison, and that prison sentence saved his life. He got sober, and with the help of therapists, he could finally cope with the tragedy of losing his mom.
She was getting her master's.
Today, Eric is 40 years old, the very same age as his mother when she died on that plane. 30 years later, how are you doing?
I'm actually doing great, honestly. I mean, I feel like, you know, life has changed for the better, for sure. You know, I have a family now, and a career and a house and all grown up, you know.
But it's taken a lot of twists and turns to get to this good place.
Long, hard times that I had to get to this point.
Now Eric is doing well. He's a steam fitter and engaged to Melina.
You can swing higher than Mommy?
They bring their daughter Chloe to this same playground in Crescent Township that was such a wonderful part of his life when he was her age. He wishes his mother could see the joy Chloe brings him today.
I think that's when it hit me the hardest. is when I had my daughter, because, you know, I feel like I was okay for a long time, and then, you know, I had her, and I just, you know, sometimes you need that guidance and that wisdom, and you just kind of want to give her the love of a grandparent, you know. And I mean, she would love her. She'd be awesome with her, no doubt in my mind.
That's not fair what happened.
I mean, it just, you know, for my daughter, I would just love her to know her grandparents, you know. And that I think hurt me more than, I mean, it hit me harder than anything when I had her, you know, because it's one of them things, you know. My mom and my dad, I love them. They're just awesome people.
Eric treasures this particular picture, pure joy on his face, hugging his mother before life took such a harsh turn. He imagines this is how it will be when he sees her again one day. But while he's still here, he wants people to know no matter what they're going through, things can get better.
I kind of just want to, like, embellish on the fact that you can change. Like, you know, life can change. Things will happen good in your life. I mean, my life has completely took a 180, and now I'm happy. You know, I'm at peace with the fact that, you know, my mom will always be with me, my dad or my grandma, they'll all be with us, and I know that they're watching over her and our family.
Eric's father developed cirrhosis of the liver from all the drinking he did trying to cope. He sobered up in his last few years, but the damage could not be undone. He wrote a letter to his son right before he slipped into a coma. These are Dennis Dixon's last words.
One more thing, don't ever forget about your mother. You will never know what a beautiful person she was inside and out. She was the best human being I've ever known. So maybe someday you'll get lucky and meet somebody like your mother. It might be hard to find, but when you do, you'll know it. And it says, P.S. I'll always be here for you. Love you, Dad.